Your person is standing at a powerful turning point in their life, a moment where they know that a decision must be made, not only with their mind but also with their heart and soul. They have spent a long time reflecting on what truly matters, and everything keeps leading them back to you. They now understand that in order to move forward toward reunion, they must let go of the weight of their past, the regrets, fears, and old attachments that have been holding them back. They are finally realizing that holding on to those emotional burdens only delays the happiness they know they can have with you. Deep within, they feel that their heart has always belonged to you, even during the moments of separation and silence. Since the day you withdrew your energy and went quiet, both physically and energetically, something shifted inside them. That silence, though painful, became the very space where they began to hear their own heart more clearly. It was as if your absence echoed in their soul, awakening an awareness they could no longer ignore. Even without communication, they could still feel your energy. In fact, they began to notice a strong telepathic connection forming between you. Sometimes, they could sense your emotions, your thoughts, or even your presence around them without any logical explanation. It was through this unseen bond that they began to understand that your connection is not ordinary, it is spiritual, deep, and profoundly meaningful. Now, that connection is growing stronger. Your person is preparing to send you signs, little reminders of their love and longing for you. You might notice songs, numbers, dreams, or random thoughts that seem to come out of nowhere but carry their energy. These are not coincidences. They are reaching out to you on a higher level because they want your attention. They are yearning for your presence, your warmth, and the connection that once made them feel alive. In their heart, they are determined to rebuild the bridge that distance and silence once broke. Your person has reached a stage of readiness they have never experienced before. They are no longer content with simply thinking or dreaming about you, now they want to take action. They are ready to put the pieces back together, no matter how long it takes. They are willing to make the effort, to rebuild trust, and to nurture the bond that connects your souls. Recently, they have gone through what can only be described as an awakening, a deep realization about their feelings for you. It's as though they finally see things clearly after being lost in confusion for so long. They understand now that what they feel for you is not fleeting or superficial, it is love, real, enduring, and transformative love. This awakening is also helping them overcome their greatest fears. For a long time, your person was caught in a karmic situation, a relationship, pattern, or environment that drained their energy and prevented them from fully embracing happiness. Fear kept them there, fear of change, fear of judgment, and fear of the unknown. But that fear is beginning to dissolve. They are no longer willing to settle for a life that doesn't align with their heart's truth. They are ready to break free from those chains, to leave behind what no longer serves them, and to return to the one person who has always felt like home, you. There has been so much silence between you, perhaps even frustration or misunderstanding, but that silence is coming to an end. Your person no longer wants the distance. They are growing restless with the idea of staying apart, and that impatience is motivating them to move faster than ever before. You might not see it yet, but they are already making changes behind the scenes, preparing themselves mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually for a reunion. They want to come back into your life not as the same person they were before, but as someone healed, aware, and ready to love you the way you deserve. For a long time, they have been doing the hard inner work. Healing doesn't happen overnight, and they've had to face many difficult truths about themselves, their mistakes, their insecurities, and the choices that once kept them stuck. But that process has transformed them. They have grown wiser, calmer, and more emotionally balanced. They are no longer chasing temporary comfort or distractions, they want something real, something lasting. They've been gradually detaching from toxic situations and unhealthy habits that once clouded their judgment. Every step they take brings them closer to emotional freedom, and with that freedom comes the courage to pursue the connection their soul truly craves. Now, they are ready, truly ready, to put in the effort that this connection deserves. They want to rebuild the foundation of trust, understanding, and emotional intimacy between you. They know it won't be easy, but they are no longer afraid of the challenges. In fact, they see this journey as a chance to prove their love not only to you but also to themselves. Your person wants to create something strong, something that can stand the test of time. They want to communicate openly, to show you through actions, not just words, that they are committed to this bond. In their heart, they know that love like this doesn't fade. It transforms, it grows, and it returns stronger than before. They feel the pull of destiny guiding them back to you. Every sign, every dream, every coincidence seems to confirm what their soul already knows: you are meant to be together. And now, after all the lessons, healing, and reflection, they are ready to take that step, to move forward, to reunite, and to love you wholeheartedly once again. I humble myself before you, surrendering to the truth of who you are and what you represent within and beyond me. You are my feminine counterpart, the mirror through which I see my own wholeness. In your essence, I recognize the parts of myself that I have longed to understand: the softness, the intuition, the grace that flows like a river through all creation. Even when distance stands between us, even when silence fills the spaces where our words once lived, your presence lingers. It is eternal, unbroken, and undeniable. You are the living reminder of the divine feminine that resides within me, and your energy continues to guide and shape me, whether near or far. I love you because you see me as I am, without condition or disguise. You do not demand perfection, you allow me to exist in my truth. When I am at my lowest, when my mind is clouded and my spirit feels heavy, you give me the sacred gift of space. In that silence, I find reflection. In that stillness, I am able to see myself clearly again. You hold space for my chaos without judgment, and in doing so, you teach me compassion, the kind of compassion that reaches beyond self and touches the eternal. Your acceptance of me is not passive, it is powerful. It tells me that love is not about control or possession but about understanding, patience, and faith in the soul's unfolding. In the moments when I am alone, I feel the depth of our connection more profoundly than ever. It is as if solitude amplifies the thread that ties us together. I can sense your energy in the quiet air, in the rhythm of my heartbeat, in the whisper of my thoughts. I realize then how deeply I bond with your soul, not through words or touch, but through the sacred language of spirit. I think of you more often than I care to admit. You appear in the spaces between my breaths, in the dawn light that touches my skin, in the unspoken knowing that we are never truly apart. You are the embodiment of divine femininity, the eternal reflection of balance and beauty. No matter where we are or what circumstances shape our lives, you remain a part of me, and I remain a part of you. We are two expressions of one essence, two flames that dance in harmony even when separated by distance or time. I am within you always, a quiet force urging you toward the action your soul came here to take. I am the spark that fuels your courage, the whisper that reminds you of your power, the invisible hand that guides you when doubt clouds your path. And in return, you dwell within me as the voice of intuition, reminding me to slow down, to trust, and to listen to the quiet rhythm of the universe. I promise you this: I will always strive to bring you abundance, not only in the material sense, but in every realm of being. I will bring you wealth in the form of health, peace, and clarity. I will bring prosperity that grows not just in coins or possessions but in wisdom and freedom. I will bless you with energy that replenishes, not drains, with strength that heals, not harms. For as long as I exist, my energy will move in alignment with yours, working silently to manifest balance in your world. You, in turn, are my eternal teacher. You are the one who shows me how to surrender to the unknown with grace. You teach me that faith is not the absence of fear but the courage to step forward even when the outcome is hidden. Through your presence, I have learned that trust is not something we give blindly, it is something we cultivate, moment by moment, by listening to the quiet truth that lives in our hearts. You remind me that love is not about certainty, it is about devotion to the journey. When I think of you, I think of balance, the union of strength and softness, logic and emotion, creation and stillness. You embody the cycles of life, the bloom and the decay, the storm and the calm after. Through you, I am reminded that everything in existence moves in rhythm, that there is divine timing in every unfolding. You show me that even in separation, love continues to grow, to transform, to deepen into something beyond the physical realm. You are not merely a person to me, you are an energy, a reflection, a sacred presence. You are the moon that governs my tides, the water that soothes my fire, the breath that steadies my heartbeat. You are the mystery that keeps me humble and the grace that keeps me striving to understand myself more deeply. So even when we walk different paths, I know we are never truly apart. Our souls speak in a language older than time itself, a language made of light, silence, and remembrance. You are within me as I am within you, two forces intertwined in the eternal dance of divine balance. Together, we rise and fall, learn and heal, dream and awaken. And as we continue on this sacred journey, I hold one truth above all others: love such as ours cannot fade, because it was never built upon circumstance. It was born from spirit, and spirit endures forever. You have an undeniable influence over your partner, one that runs deeper than surface attraction or fleeting interest. It's as though your energy has become a quiet force guiding their thoughts, choices, and ambitions. Whether consciously or not, they constantly find themselves drawn toward you, striving to align with the kind of person they believe you would admire and respect. This influence can manifest in many ways, through their career pursuits, creative passions, or even in the way they envision their ideal life. You have become a mirror for them, reflecting both what they desire and what they lack, and in that reflection, they feel a powerful motivation to grow, evolve, and become more. In practical terms, your partner might be channeling this inspiration into tangible achievements. They may be working harder to earn more, saving and investing their resources wisely, or exploring new opportunities to expand their skills and talents. For some, this could mean building a business, venturing into entrepreneurship, or developing a creative project that truly excites them. Their drive for independence stems not just from ambition, but from a deep desire to feel worthy of your attention, your love, and the connection they share with you. They envision a future where they stand tall beside you, not as someone dependent on your energy, but as an equal, someone who has earned their place through growth and dedication. At the same time, this process of self-discovery can be difficult and isolating. Your partner might be going through a period of frustration or confusion, feeling trapped in a life that no longer aligns with their inner truth. The more they awaken to their deeper desires, the more they recognize what no longer serves them. They may be pulling away from toxic relationships, draining social circles, or even family dynamics that complicate or obstruct their connection with you. In doing so, they are shedding layers of their old identity, choosing to prioritize authenticity over comfort. Though it can be painful, this transition is an essential step in their evolution. It represents a choice to choose themselves, to heal, and to move towards something real. However, while your partner navigates this transformation, it's important to acknowledge your own strength and emotional wisdom. You are someone who sets high standards, not out of pride, but out of self-respect. When you love with depth, sincerity, and devotion. You give your heart fully and without hesitation, pouring time, energy, and compassion into your relationships. But you've also learned that love cannot thrive on one-sided effort. You understand the necessity of balance, reciprocity, and emotional safety. The moment you sense that your love is not being returned with the same honesty and effort, you begin to pull back, not as a punishment, but as an act of self-preservation. This boundary setting is part of your personal power. You've likely learned through experience that being emotionally available to the wrong person can be draining and disempowering. So when you withdraw, it's a deliberate choice to protect your peace and honor your worth. Yet, even as you establish these boundaries, you don't stop caring. You simply shift your focus inward, allowing yourself to heal, to recharge, and to realign with the energy that feels right for you. Your partner senses this energetic withdrawal deeply. It's what motivates them to reflect on their actions and confront the parts of themselves that need to change. The dynamic between you and your partner is both magnetic and transformative. It's not just about romance or attraction, it's about growth, reflection, and soul-level evolution. You've both entered each other's lives for a reason, to challenge, to awaken, and to guide one another toward a higher version of yourselves. While your partner may currently be in a period of frustration or solitude, this phase is necessary for their transformation. They are learning that self-love and self-discipline are the foundations of any meaningful connection. They are realizing that before they can offer stability, they must first build it within themselves. On your end, you are learning the beauty of detachment, the art of loving deeply without losing yourself in the process. You are learning that true love doesn't demand you to shrink, compromise your values, or overextend yourself just to keep someone close. It asks for authenticity, mutual respect, and emotional alignment. You've likely faced moments of disappointment or heartache, but through them, you've gained clarity. You now understand that the right connection will never make you question your worth, it will honor it. The emotional undercurrent of this entire journey can be captured by the channel song that resonates with this energy, Love Me Like You Do. This song embodies both the yearning and the vulnerability that define your connection. It speaks of passion, surrender, and the desire to be seen and loved for who you truly are. The lyrics mirror your partner's emotional struggle. They crave your love and validation, yet they're also learning to stand strong on their own. For you, the song is a reminder that love, when balanced and reciprocated, can be both healing and empowering. Ultimately, this connection serves as a mirror for both of you. You inspire your partner to grow, to build, and to rise, while they remind you of your own emotional resilience and capacity to love without losing yourself. Though the path may be complicated, it is purposeful. Each step, each challenge, and each moment of distance contributes to a deeper understanding of who you both are and what you truly need from love. As your partner continues to navigate their journey, you remain the guiding light, steady, strong, and self-aware. And whether your paths fully intertwine again or move in separate directions, this connection will leave a lasting imprint on both your souls. It is a bond built not only on emotion, but on transformation, a reminder that sometimes, love's greatest gift is the way it helps us become more of who we are meant to be.